me little sugar bugs, welcome back to the channel for a brand new creative sim. So today's video is kind of like a 2-in-1 creative sim because we are going to create a human and then a mermaid, which kind of gives away the storyline. But by now you already know that our sim here is a mermaid as her other form. Anyways, I decided to go ahead and kind of switch up this creative sim by using some new skins, playing around with some brand new skin details, as well as CC that I recently picked up. If you guys are interested in watching a huge CC shopping haul where I also show you guys some of my mer finds, then you should totally check the video out that's in the description or at the end of this video, which is usually the case. Anyways, long story short, by now our sim is taking form. Her name is Emma CARUSO, and her name's kind of ordinary. Like, I love the name Emma. I think it's really, really pretty, but also it kind of like, it's weird how this all came to be. So when I was creating Emma, I was like, oh wow, she kind of reminds me of my husband's ex-girlfriend, literally down to the frickin' T. And I was like, well, her name's Emma. You know what? Because it looks like her, fits her, and all that jazz. And then I'm not even kidding. I think I might have caught it on camera, but probably didn't. When I went and I randomized her name, the first pull was Emma. So it was kind of like a signal from the sim gods that this sim's name was just destined to be Emma. Anyways, of course, I do have a backstory to kind of tie in how Emma became a mermaid or a siren. So if you guys are interested in hearing my spiel, well, just hang tight for a second. Anyways, Emma CARUSO appears to be an ordinary girl, but she is far, far from it. Don't let her pretty face fool you. She has a dark secret. But before I reveal this secret to you, we need to go back about 24 years ago when Emma was found. It was a stormy afternoon. Solani was expecting one of their strongest monsoons in about a decade. A fisherman was tying up his canoe when he heard cries coming from the ocean. He quickly finished and ran to the shore where he discovered a baby wrapped up in kelp. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep the little one, so he gave her over to foster care, but not before giving her the name Emma after his own mother, whom unexpectedly passed a week before. Emma had a hard time understanding where she belonged. As a child, she felt so drawn to the ocean, as if she was birthed there. As Emma grew up, she often would lash out. Her episodes of rage would leave her hard to place in a permanent family. If only she knew why she was so different. Once Emma was too old for foster care, she was now on her own, a formality of the very island whom had showed her very little mercy. That was until she had found her soulmate, Adrian. Adrian looked at Emma like she was the heart of Solani. He loved her with every fiber of his mortal heart. One day, while patrolling the Solani sands as a lifeguard, he was attacked by a shark. Leaving Emma feeling abandoned and alone once again, Emma's fit of rage triggered an onset of something completely unhuman. That's because she wasn't. Emma was a siren, a child of the ocean. She was never meant to live on land, but unfortunately her birth mother was left with no choice at the time but to give up her precious jewel to the land dwellers. Emma is now dealing with an onslaught of emotions. She refuses to get attached to anyone because doing so leaves you vulnerable. The ocean has stolen everything she's ever loved, and now she's determined to wreak havoc on all mankind and merkind alike. Boop! Oh my god, girl. I literally felt like I was doing some sort of like audition to be like a part in a movie or something. It was crazy. Anyways, long story short, that is my backstory on Emma. I really feel like her backstory fits her personality. There's just something very unique about her, and I don't know how to exactly explain it. I don't know if it's her freckles or her hair or just the way that she looks in general. I don't know if you also noticed in the beginning, she kind of has like this very kind of almost like faint sheen to her, you know, kind of like relative to Edward Cullen, but her skin glistens in the light, and that is just something that Emma kind of has always noticed since she was very, very little, and she's always felt different too. But for some reason, every time that she would have this intense of motion of rage, it was bringing her closer and closer and closer to becoming a siren. Now, I don't know how that all works, but that's how it worked for Emma, and I'm really curious to see what her future holds. Does she fall in love again? Does she find her birth mother? Does she get the answers to why she was basically left on the shores of Solani and succumbed to the land dwellers? I really don't know, but what I do know is that she's absolutely freaking stunning. I love the sim to bits and bobs, regardless of the fact that she really looks like my husband's ex-girlfriend, but that is not the point. She's still super duper beautiful, and I had a lot of fun playing with the two different types of sim, you know, the human form and the siren form. Now, if you guys have any other types of suggestions when it comes to like creative sims or anything that have to do with mermaids, let me know in the comments down below. I've also thought of like good and evil, that type of thing, so we can kind of see like the contrast between, you know, a mermaid and a siren or whatever the situation might be. I'm totally an open book and definitely eager to create more. So again, if you guys are interested in downloading this sim, I will have her up on the gallery at Gen2606. All of her custom content and that fun stuff is on my Tumblr, which I will link in the description, or actually, you know what, I'll link the video I was talking about earlier at the end of this one, so you guys can go ahead and watch it and get a little shopping done if you guys want to go ahead and pick up some of these items. But basically, that is my Emma. She's a soulmate. She does have some custom traits if you guys are interested in picking those up too, just to kind of tie in her whole backstory. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.